Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and today I am going to let you know the readathons I'm going to be participating in for November, and some of the other books I might be reading. For those of you that are new that haven't seen this, this is the way I keep track of my books. I have a, hold on one second, let me reach over here. I have this little thing. I made all this myself. This is a list, and I keep my, see, this was what I did for December. This is what I want to read and the readathons I want to participate in. And then I keep track of what I actually read. So this is all the books that I read for October. So I have a sheet, and then I just keep them in here. And then I'm making another notebook that I'm just going to keep the old sheets here. And then I physically actually write all the books I start and the dates I start them. Even if I don't finish them, they're still in here. That was for 2018, and then I have 2019's here. I also have a section for the series that I've started. What date I start them, what date I finish them, and as you can tell, I have a lot of series that I have started, and not a lot of ones I finished. Yeah, there's a lot of series here, guys. And then I have some recommendations and some different things, and then this is where I'm currently, well, I was keeping my monthly TBR read in here, but these discs are smaller, and this is taking up a lot of room. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this section. I don't know. I'll figure out something. But these are recommendations. Whoops. These recommendations are recommendations, the books that I've read that in different categories. Because see, like I have retellings. So I have different books that I've read. And I need to update this with my currently things. But yeah, but I made this planner, and it's on Happy Planner rings, because I am a happy planner girl. And I'm thinking about sharing, starting in 2020, sharing some of my planners. I won't be doing like the planner spreads, but just kind of sharing some different things with planners, if you're interested, or I could do, show you how I made this, or just tell you real quick or whatever. But anyway, so that's how I keep track, of what I read, what I want to read, things like that. So, but anyway, so I have this list, and then I have a list of readathons, and I wanted to show you in case you're curious. And this I got, they have a cardstock bundle at Hobby Lobby, like scraps, and then this is actually one of their cut paper. And then I just punch holes, and I literally do it with a hole punch and then cut, because I don't have the Happy Planner punch yet, but I'm hoping to get that. Excuse me, but this is the way, like I said, that I track my reading, and it's just purely for me. I mean, it keeps my life a lot more organized, and I can see exactly what I've read. And if somebody's talking about something, I can go back and look. I can see how many stars I gave it, when I read it, how long it took me, and things like that. So it's just pretty cool. But anyway, so I just wanted to share with you what I'd be reading for November, and then, like I said, the readathons. And I've done something kind of cool with the readathon things, too, and I'll show you in a minute. So the books that I want to continue are a lot of ones you saw on my TBRs for the certain readathons for October, and these are books that I haven't finished yet. But that is We Set the Dark on Fire by Talora K. Magia. I really need to figure out how to pronounce her name. I'm halfway done with this and loving it. It's a dystopian book about this. I think they're on an island, and it's something with their culture. It explains it in the book. But each man takes two wives, one wife to kind of run his household and the other wife to have his children. So yeah, and we're following one of the wives. One of the women who is one of the wives who run the household. And there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's good so far. And then I want to start The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I didn't get to this one, and I still really want to read it. This is also a dystopian. Actually, it's very similar to this one. And I think it's that they have 2 wives, or else they're just oh, I think they're just like broodmares in this one. So it's similar, but not exactly the same. But I've wanted to read that one for a while. And then I want to continue. I want to read The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. This is a book told in the dog's perspective. Yeah, that I really wanted to read. Peter from Peter Likes Books really likes this one. So, and he talks about it all the time. But I didn't get to start that one either. I also want to finish Hashtag Murder Trending by Gretchen McNeil. I just barely started this one. I'm on page 34. Not what I expected. I thought it was the inmates killing each other. It's not. It's actually guards killing inmates. And this girl that I don't think she did what they said she's going to do, but and it starts off, it's one of those books that starts off running. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. And then Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. I didn't even start this one either. You see this, but I hadn't started it yet. Sometimes I just leave these in here because I use these as bookmarks and then just throw them away when I'm done. Because I only have so many bookmarks, and I usually will read quite a few books at a time. So, because if I'm not liking a book, I can switch and then come back to it later when I might like it. So these are the physical books. Now there are other books, but these are the physical books that don't fit into any TBR as yet. I might try to fit this one into Topple, but I haven't decided that yet, and I might have to take it back sooner than what Topple is. So that one you might see in a Readathon or a TBR, but the rest of these probably not. Then we have the books that, and I'm going to do this different because I just didn't feel like looking up all the books. So this is my Kindle app. So some of the ones I'm going to be reading that right now are not in a TBR are Dead Voices by Catherine Arden. That is the second book. The first one was Small Spaces. Really enjoyed that. So really interested in this one is Wintry, which, I don't know, the weather went from like summer to winter real fast here in Tennessee. Then I want to read Lifelike, by J. Kristoff. Come on, hold on just one second. And that's one I've been on hold for that forever from my library. And it's a sci-fi book, but that's kind of all I know about it. I don't know a lot about it. I think it's like an android, something about an android and a girl finding an android or something. I don't know, but it's supposed to be really good. And then I got this one, called Midnight City, by J. Barton Mitchell. And I think that's another dystopian, yeah, it's a Conquered Earth novel, so it might be an alien one. I'm not sure. It's kind of, I think it's one I saw somebody talk about, and I added it, and then my library got it, and then it just kind of got put there, and I was like, oh, okay. And I don't really remember what it's about, but it's okay, because sometimes those books are cool. The Speed of Dark, I started for the Disability Readathon, and didn't finish it. That one's by Elizabeth Moon. That's about an autistic man, and they find a cure for autism and kind of all the things that go along with that. And I think that's all. Oh, A Friend Like Henry, which is not on here. That's on Scribd. And that's like about an autistic boy and his dog. So those are the ones that I have not finished. That don't really have a place in any of the readathons I'm doing. So, but yeah, there's just kind of a quick rundown. And now for all the insanity of the readathons that I want to be participating in. And I'm just going to kind of quickly go over, and I'll leave links down below. I have TBRs for some of these, so you can go check out my TBR, and then I'll have a link to the host. And then the ones that I don't have TBR videos, I will link the announcement video for that one, if that makes any sense. So the first one that is going on right now, and I already have a video up, but that is Believe in the Impossible Readathon. And I made these little cards. As you can see, it says Believe in Magic. And then there's a little bunny and their little baby bunny and a little parent bunny. But this one is all about reading children in middle grade books. It is being hosted by Gavin Hetherington, and it's through the whole entire month of November. And I'm excited about this, and I have a pretty awesome TBR. I think it's a pretty awesome TBR. So yeah, so that's the first one. Okay. And then the next one is 5 Decades of Horror. It doesn't look like it's good on the camera. Oh, well, anyway, it's supposed to be blood. See how, so I figured that these I can keep, and then as the readathons come up again, I can just bring these out and do this same thing. So anyway, but the 5 Decades of Horror Challenge is another one that's through the whole month of November, and it is being hosted by Written in Blood, and it's 5 decades of horror, so you have to read a horror from each of the decades. Pretty cool challenge, actually. Okay. Okay, let's see. We'll figure it out. Make do. Okay. All right. So then the next one is hashtag nonfiction November. And this one is all about reading nonfiction books. There are only 4 challenges, which makes it really nice. But she just really wants people to read nonfiction. So, you could read one nonfiction book and I think she'd be happy. But this is hosted by a Book Olive, and it is another one that's through the whole month of November. So these 3 I already have. So these are my 3 monthly. And you can't really see. Let's kind of do this. Okay. So those 3 are all month. I already have videos up for those TBR videos. Okay. Then the next one is the canceled readathon. And I guess I probably shouldn't have laminated this one because she actually canceled this canceled readathon. But I figured, maybe somebody else would do another one similar. I don't know. Who knows? But I just thought it was funny with the little X's. And so anyway, but this one was being hosted by Life is a Page Turner, and I'm going to be doing it from the 1st to the 15th. And I think a couple other people were going to go ahead and do this too. Because, we're not all about the cancel culture. Okay, so that's the last one I already have videos up for. This one I don't, but that will be coming soon. But that is Topple Readathon, and I really like the way this one turned out. But this is being hosted by 3 people I want to mention, because usually I just do the first person I watch, but these 3 people I really adore. And that is Thoughts on Tomes, Perpetual Pages, and Little Book Owl. So I will be mentioning those 3 in my TBR video, and I'll be try to link all 3. I'll link all 3 down below in case you want to participate, and it's the 9th through the 22nd. And this one is all about reading books 500 pages or over, and there are 5 challenges, and the first challenge is just read more than one. So yeah. So there's that one. Come on, can I not get there? Okay, and then the next readathon is Stranger Things Readathon. And this is being hosted by L'Amour de Books. She's a new YouTuber to me. And this one's being hosted from November 11th through 17th. And the group book is Devouring Gray, which I'm excited about because I have it on hold. So I'm hoping that my hold will come through before this readathon, because, yeah, I really want to read that book. Come on. Work with me. That light is just... Okay, well, Stranger Things is just going to have to kind of... If it'll sit... Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay. Now the last one I do not have a card for because they just put the announcement videos up. I think yesterday. And I didn't feel like making another card today. So I will have another card made for this before the next go around of this, because this is the third round. And that is the one readathon to rule them all. The two people I want to mention are YeraBookNerdZoe and Bookish Cauldron. Bookish Cauldron is the one that I first saw this on. I'm not sure if he is the original creator or maybe had something to do with this originally. I could be totally wrong. But I know he's been, there since the beginning. And this is all about reading fantasy. And this time it is Harry Potter themed. And the challenges, they have different hosts for each challenge for each of the houses of Harry Potter. They have 2 each. And you're supposed to read your specific books for your house. Or they have kind of a twist. You can read books from other houses and sabotage them so you can take away points from the other teams. It's a whole really cool thing. I will link both YeraBookNerdZoe and Bookish Cauldron, their announcement videos down below so you can check them out. And this is from the 22nd to 30th. So you still have plenty of time to watch the videos and figure out your TBR. And they have like a Google Doc thing where you keep your, your points or little books, or I'm not sure. I didn't check it that far because I'm not sure if I'm going to participate in this one. I really, really want to. And I might be able to, I don't know. But as you can see, I've already got 6. And I've been sucking at readathons, but even if I read one, I'd really like to support my team because I'm a Ravenclaw. And so I'd really like to go and support my team. So I don't know. We're going to see. But yeah. So anyway, so these are my lovely readathons and books that are all about November. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this kind of rambling all over the place video of what I'm going to, my bookish plans for November. Please remember to always be kind to one another. If you want to participate in any of these, please check out my video or their videos down below and come read with us. And anytime you want to buddy read, just let me know. I would love to buddy read. I haven't for a while, and I would really like to buddy read with somebody because I like to talk about books. Anyway, love you guys, mwah, 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 and I will see you in my next video. Bye!